Hello, good morning everyone. I welcome everyone for the today's webinar. Today our topic is work from home, a new normal. Due to extension of the COVID-19, it is very much essential and we should equip ourselves with the effective work from home. I thank you CA Dinesh Terwaliji for helping us to arrange this webinar. I also thank you, CA Mitesh Katera and CA Jigar Shah for accepting our invitation and to share their valuable knowledge. I request all the members to note down all the queries and which can be asked at the end of both the sessions by raising their hands. I now request CA Kamlesh Kothari to introduce the three speakers.
Thank you and good morning everybody. Thank you Seema madam to give me opportunities to introduce today's all the three our dynamic and young and technology driven speakers. CA Jigar Shah is a partner at the SK Rathi and Company Chartered Accountants. It's a 40-year-old firm based out at Mumbai. A firm out of Mumbai. He got inducted as partner the 4 years back. He is an expert in the GST and Jigar has authored the book GST for the Entrepreneurs, which is jargon-free book on the GST concerning the entrepreneurs. Jigar is also co-authoring the book for the Chamber of Tax Consultants on how chartered accountants and practitioners can take their practice online and adapt to the work from the home environment. Jigar is an advisor and the virtual CFO for multiple funded startups and renowned NGOs. Jigar is a part of the Indirect Tax Committee and HRD Committee of the Bombay Chartered Accountants Society and is very active in conducting the trainings, webinars and seminars on the GST and technology advancements which can help for our CA practice. CA Dinesh Kumar Tejwan is a chartered accountant with over 3 decades of the professional and entrepreneurial practice. After 15 years of the tax and the audit practice, Dinesh has ventured into the tax technologies. Dinesh has conceptualized and built 15 different enterprises and successfully sold 3 of them. Currently, Dinesh runs technological ideas and IT advisory and digital transformation and consultancy company. Dinesh is a member of the JB Nagar core committee member as I already introduced. Dinesh is also a member of the IT Connect committee of the Chamber of Tax Consultants Mumbai. Dinesh is a digital member of the Digital Transformation and Technology Committee of the WIRC. Coming to the introduction of today's last speaker, Mitesh is not only chartered accountant, he is a tech enthusiastic chartered accountant. Mitesh finished his diploma in information and system audit DISA and FAFP by the certificate course by the ICAI. Mitesh is a partner with a renowned Mumbai-based APMH and Associates LLP. Mitesh has been working on the various technological projects like the business intelligence, forensic audits, ERP configurations, and so on. Mitesh has conducted multiple workshops and seminars for the professional and the trade bodies around Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Power BI, Microsoft PowerPoint, Tele, social media, office automation, and so on. Mitesh is a part of the Information Technology Committee, that is IT Committee of the WRC and the Chamber of the Tax Consultants. With this, I introduce all the 3 speakers and now hand it over to Smita and Seema Madam. And I welcome all the 3 speakers and thank you once again Seema Madam for giving the opportunities to introduce all the speakers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, CA Kamlesh Kothari for introducing the 3 speakers. Today we have with us our regional council member CA Manish Gadia, who will address us for 2 minutes.
Yes, thank you, Seema Madam, for giving me that opportunity. Good morning, everyone. As you know that we are going through a lockdown phase and we are experiencing this last since 51 days. And this is the need of the hour that, and now after even the lockdown will be open, we are going to enter into a new scenario, that is the work from home. whether after lockdown will be open, how many percentage of the people will come to our office, our staff, or whether it will be 1/3 or 50% strength we are going to work in the office. So we have to continue with this concept of work from home, and it has totally changed. And now after 50 days of lockdown, now I am thinking is actually I need a so big office, because as per the health and as per the discussion of Tejwani ji earlier phase of lockdown, he has suggested various things to me, and which I have implemented in my office. So yesterday evening also I was talking, sir, अभी हमने एक ही ऑफिस भाड़े पे लिया है, तो अब लग रहा है कि शायद क्यों लिया है. So this is the way the cost can be curtailed, and the work can be done efficiently, because what we are experiencing is that some of our staff is working not 100% but working 120-25%, because now they are saying that our traveling time of 2 hour or 2.5 hour or 3 hour has been daily saved, to at least 1 hour we can increase our working from home. So this is the new concept and very good concept, and I compliment Seema Chintan as well as Krishna Kumar ji for organizing webinar on this. So, and I know that Mitesh is also here, and I request Mitesh to share his experience and how he has implemented that work from Roha. I know that his team is working from, some females are working from Roha at their residence. That is also good. I know Jigar Bhai, I met once or twice. I think I met him couple of times, and I heard his video also. And Dinesh ji, Jigar Bhai and Mitesh Bhai has really worked very hard, done various survey before doing this presentation, and they have come out with a book, how you can work from home. So if Tejwani ji, you can highlight something about the book and from where the members, our members can get the book, it will really help them. That book is very useful. Dear members, one more thing I want to communicate to you, that during the lockdown, as per the guideline of the CP Directorate, any study circle are not allowed to hold a webinar. So JB Nagar Study Circle is not holding and following all the conditions of the CP Directorate, and we are not holding any webinar. But due to the dedication of Seema Madam, Chintan Bhai and Krishna Kumar, they have too much dedicated to a sharing of knowledge. They said that we will still continue sharing of knowledge and we can have a webinar. So last Sunday also they did, and this Sunday. So I really compliment all three of them. And once again, thank you, Seema Madam, for giving me this opportunity. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Manish ji, for sharing your views. Actually, Dinesh Tejwani ji already allowed us to share the work from home booklet, and we will share with the members shortly. Dinesh Tejwani ji will guide us how to read the books with the facility of e-book. I now request CA Jigar Shah to continue with the session.
So good morning everyone. I hope I am audible and I am also visible. My video is clear. If I am audible and my video is clear, please type yes in the chat box.
Yes, Jigar, very clear.
Yes.
Yeah. So when me and Mitesh ji were discussing on how to go about this webinar, and what topics are required to be covered and how to be presented, we realized that as we have already put in a lot of effort in the book, let us use that itself to let us use that itself as a material for the members. So what we have done is I'll be sharing my screen, and my major material is the book that we have written. But parallelly, what I will be doing is I will be sharing my experience in terms of the tools that I have been using, and actually how I'm using it and how it is helping me. Secondly, Seema ji had requested me that a lot of people want to know how they can access Tally. So probably we'll be spending some more time on Tally, so that everyone is clear that how they can access Tally from their homes and what are the various ways. I am going to cover 3 ways to access Tally, and I'll be covering most of the tools and softwares which can help us in working from home. Mitesh will be covering, how can we really manage the team? How can we ensure that their efficiency remains the same? There are various activities, functions that we do in our office, and how those same functions can get replicated in work from home scenario when everyone is not there in the same physical environment. The most important thing is team communication. Now, I just want to ask everyone, and you can reply me on chat, that how many of us are using WhatsApp for our team communication? I think all of us, correct. So most of the people are using WhatsApp for their internal team communication, and we also used WhatsApp before the lockdown period. So we were having our WhatsApp, office WhatsApp group and all that. But that was fine before lockdown because there was minimum communication on WhatsApp, because most of the communication used to happen in person because everyone was in the same office. But when we moved to work from home, the first thing that we did was, okay, no WhatsApp for team communication or work related communication. We started using something known as Zoho Click. Now Zoho Click, before I go into naming all the tools, I would just like to give a disclaimer that I'm just sharing my experience over here. I'm not saying that the tools that we share over here are the best tools available, or you should go ahead for those tools. I'll be just sharing what the tools that I am using, and in no way, I'm getting anything from them. Also, I will be sharing alternative tools that are available for the same kind of functionality. So yeah, so we are using Zoho Click. Now Zoho Click is specifically created for team communication. Now there are similar products like Slack, Flock, and also Microsoft Teams. A lot of people are also using Microsoft Teams. So what happens is that in layman terms, you know, I just share my office click. So this is how my office click looks. Okay. Now in layman terms, this works like WhatsApp. You can have your group wherein all your team members are there at one place. You can create groups based on the work that you are doing. So for example, some of our audits are going on, so I've created small groups where only 3-4 people related to that audit are there. I can have a one-to-one conversation with them. I can also share documents and etc. with people. So why not WhatsApp? See, WhatsApp is a great tool and we have been using it from years, right? But what happens is that WhatsApp has a lot of chaos. There is your family group, there is your family, there are your friends, and then there is your office group, right? So even like my understanding is that most of us will be principals over here. So the issue with WhatsApp is that, I talk about myself, that I go to WhatsApp for some important communication. I want to message something to my client, and then I end up wasting a lot of time on WhatsApp. I end up going through some interesting videos which are there, and we all have professional groups where there are interesting queries doing the rounds, interesting updates doing the rounds, and we start going through those queries. We start solving other people's problem, and a lot of time what happens is that we forget, why we came to WhatsApp for the first place. So something which could have taken 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes ends up taking your 10 or 15 minutes of time. I guess most of us might have experienced this. If you have experienced this, please type yes. Right? So imagine, as principals, wherein we value a lot of our time, we end up unconsciously spending a lot of our time on WhatsApp. Imagine what will happen to a team member. So the idea is that if my communication on a messaging tool is going to be excessive for team communication, I cannot use WhatsApp. I need something which is like WhatsApp, I can share files, etc. But it has to be only for my work related communication. So all my team members are over here, only my team members are over here, there are no forwards, nothing, and only work related communication happens over here. This is very simple, this is free to use, and you can share your documents, etc. I guess, if I'm not wrong, Slack was the first of these tools, and their major idea was to eliminate internal emails. And now the functionalities that they have, we can actually eliminate all of our internal emails and have all our conversations at one single place. This really helps a lot. Personally, it has really helped us a lot in having swift communication, especially small things, right? And also in a yeah, Click is a tool. Yeah, it also has a mobile application, and it is available on web, and it is free to use. One more good thing that we use in Click is this reminders. So they have got a lot of integrations and everything and lot of things, but I'll be just sharing what I am using out of those is this reminders. So whenever there are very yeah, so Bharatji, if you can download our book, we have created in fact an annexure wherein it has all the tools that we know of or we have explored. Definitely, I guess we'll be sharing the book with everyone over here. Yeah, so in reminders, what we do in our form is that if there are any small activities like writing an email or just do this, just send me this, send across this to me. See what happens if you are in the physical environment, you can tell them and they have to do it. If they forget, you can remind them. Okay. And it is not possible in a work from home environment. It is not possible to keep on calling them for small things, right? So what we have done is, if there are any small things which are required to be completed in one day, I put it as a reminder. As soon as Ram Avatar is not able to hear me, is anyone else facing the same issue? Yeah, I guess there is no issue.
It is quite audible. There is no problem.
Ramji, you might have to check it in your own device. Yeah. So yeah, so what happens is that as soon as I put a reminder, they get a notification that okay, this is the reminder, this is a reminder that someone has to do, and it stays over here. कि ये मैंने आपको काम बोला था, and I can also send them a remind option. So once again, if they have not done it, they can go ahead and notification gets once again. Archana and Ram, there is a join audio kind of option that you need to enable if you have not done that. Okay, so this was about Click. This has been really helpful. As I said, there are alternate products like Click, there is a Slack, and also there is Microsoft Teams, and there is also Flock. But Click is something that we have been using. Any questions around Click, I'll be happy to address them. How about you? So you can upload the files over here, and as far as having a common folder is there, we'll be coming to that. Okay. So now let me come to one of the participants rightly asked the question: how do we track the work done during the day? Now there are two things. There are two types of parameters that we can have. One parameter is there is a work that we ask them to do and whether that is completed or not. And second parameter that we generally people use is how many hours someone has worked during the day and what he has done during the day in that number of hours. First of all, you need to decide what is the priority for you. The priority for you is whether the work allocated has been done or not, irrespective of the amount of hours spent, or the priority for you is that your employee should work for at least 7 hours, 8 hours during the day, because this will define the tools that you use for tracking the work that people have done, people are going to do. For us in our firm, we are following the first approach, and there are multiple things that is helping us to do it. The first thing is a basic thing which is for daily reporting. So what we have done is generally what happens if you are in a physical environment in your office, we generally ask people कि अच्छा आज तुम्हारे हाथ में क्या है, आप क्या काम करने वाले हो, आप क्या काम करने वाले हो, वगैरह वगैरह, right? And while they are returning also, we ask them the same thing, okay, आज क्या काम हुआ, and then we get a download of what work has actually happened. Now how will this work in a work from home environment? So for us also it has been a learning experience, and initially when we started off, what we did was there are two things for daily reporting that we are doing. First of all, everyone is supposed to fill up a Google form. So Google form is something that is once again it is free to create through your Gmail account, and it is something. It is a link gets created, and I'm assuming most of us will be aware about the concept of Google Form. So what we did was, in the morning before 11, which is our office start time, everyone is supposed to put in what is the work that they are going to do today. Simple fields, name and work you are going to do today, not making it complicated. And in the end, they are supposed to fill up a form, which is your accomplishments form, which has fields like percentage of scheduled work. So they communicated something in the morning, and how much of that work, 70%, 80%, was completed during the day, and have you updated Proactly or not? So Proactly is also a tool that we are using in our office. I'll be sharing to you about it. Name of the clients, and if there are any challenges faced by them. So what happens is that if they type on the challenges and it comes to me, I know what is it that I need to address for that person. Yeah, this is a Google form, right? Now, what we discovered and what we did with Google Form was, in Google Form, you can set up something known as, by using some extensions, an automatic email. So as soon as someone fills up the form, I get an automatic email which looks like this. Okay, so I don't have to go to the Excel sheet again and again. It gets triggered to me. Agar email aaya, to I have a look at it, right? And so yeah, this is how the reply looks. So this is what this person has sent to me yesterday evening. Okay, so I did complete download of what work has been done by that particular person, which really helps me if I want to reach out to him for some or other reason. Another thing with Gmail, what I have done in this lockdown period, I guess most of what happens is, there are you all might have realized कि अपना inbox बहुत भर जाता है. There are thousands of emails on inbox which are not read. So first of all, I unsubscribe to all my websites where I have got subscribed. मतलब lot of websites, so that all waste email does not come. Secondly, what I did was I changed this to instead of having promotions tabs, etc., social tabs, I changed this to everything else unread. So all my unread messages come up. So I know that what are the messages that I have not read, and twice in a day I just read them, all those messages which I don't have to take action on. I just mark them as read. So I really get only those emails at my focus which I need to take some action on. So this has really helped me a lot. So yeah, so Google Form, the best part about Google Form is that you can get an automatic email which helps you to keep a track of what work your team member is planning to do, what he has completed during the day. Secondly, it also gets auto-populated in a spreadsheet. Now while we had started off, for us, all the solutions were like temporary. Which कुछ दिनों की बात है. Let us temporary हमको जो भी करना है हम कर लेते हैं. But now we realize that this is going to be a new normal, and we need to move to tools and structures. We need to create tools and structures wherein this can be there for a permanent time. So slowly and steadily, we will be creating our policies accordingly. So as of now, it is okay if someone forgets to fill up the form. But what we have now thought is that we'll be marking our attendance according to the forms that they are filling in the morning, right? So that there is some kind of seriousness which comes in the process. So this was about daily reporting. Now once again, any questions over here? You can obviously use normal emails. Ask your team to just drop in an email. But this works really well because it becomes a structure. Secondly, what we have started doing is that we have a joint team call every morning. Now this is because we are having a 10 to 12 people team. This is possible for us to do it because there are only 12 people. But if you are having a 50 people team or a 100 people team, in that case, you might ask the managers to have joint team calls with their respective teams. But what initially, when we started off, we were doing one-to-one calls with everyone. But after a few weeks, we realized that people are feeling isolated. Even I was feeling isolated. What is happening? मतलब काम करने का मजा नहीं आ रहा था, समझ में नहीं आ रहा था कि भाई कैसे क्या चीज चल रहा है. Everyone was feeling getting relaxed and all that. So what we did was, okay, let us do one thing. At 11:05 sharp, everyone will get on a video call. So this really helps because everyone know there is some sharing is happening with team members. What is happening? क्या चल रहा है? क्या important है? Maybe you want to share something with him. So it really creates कि अच्छा चलो सब लोग काम कर रहे हैं वैसे. Otherwise, it becomes quite boring if there is no communication happening within all the team members. So I highly recommend that you need to have at least one team call with your team during the day. And morning is the best time for that. So while I am having that team call, there are some tasks which get created. I immediately put it on either on click reminder or I put the task in proactively. So that really helps a lot. Now let me move to proactively. Now we were lucky. Yeah. So yeah. Exactly. Now let me come to allotment of work. Yeah, as far as attendance is concerned, as I said, you can use Google Form. अगर किसी ने form भरा है morning में, so he is present. नहीं भरा है तो he is not present. And there are definitely tools like there is something known as Zoho People, which has complete functionality. But once again, we don't want to make, especially for smaller teams of less than 20 people, we don't want to make things too complex by using too many tools. So that is why we are using Google Form. Now let us come to allotment of work. Now we were fortunate enough that we implemented proactively last year, and it has really helped us a lot in this situation. So so I will take you to my firm's proactively, and this is how it is looking today. As you can see, this is the screen that everyone sees in the morning. Because I am having an admin account, I am able to see everyone's work. But my team member will be seeing only his or her work. So for example, if Poonam is there, so Poonam will be seeing every morning she comes on proactively and she knows that what is the work that she has to do in the coming month or coming 7 days or a month, current market days, etc. Right? So this has really helped us in allocating a work. And I'm really realizing the benefit of this because now a lot of work of GST for which due dates have been extended will be done after the due date. So there will be a point of time wherein एक साथ 2-3 महीने का रिटर्न फाइल करना है और हमको पता नहीं चल रहा है कि भाई कौन से क्लाइंट का कितने महीने का हुआ है. That is where this is going to help us a lot. Now if you see in overdue, Poonam is clear कि उसके कौन से टास्क ओवरड्यू में. फॉर एग्जांपल लास्ट मार्च महीने का 3B ये लोगों का भरा नहीं है उसने, तो ये हमको भरना है. नाउ दिस इज पेंडिंग फॉर सम और अदर रीजन, क्लाइंट ने डेटा नहीं दिया या हम लोग का प्रायोरिटी कुछ और है बिकॉज इंटरेस्ट पे पेनल्टी है और GST 3B अगर क्वार्टरली वाले हैं जिनका टर्नओवर इज लेस देन 5 CR तो इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, तो हम लोग ने थोड़ा प्रायोरिटाइज उसको ऐसा किया है. बट थिंग इज दैट देयर इज कंप्लीट क्लैरिटी ऑन किसका 3B फाइल हुआ है, किसका नहीं हुआ है, किसका TDS का पेमेंट हुआ है, कौन से महीने का और किसका नहीं हुआ है. This really helps a lot. Also, every day morning when I get on a call, on my team call, I can download this I can download this stuff in Excel, do something on Pivot, and just get on with everyone. Okay, what is happening? I can simply open this in front of Poonam and ask her, what is the status where. So this really helps. This gives immense clarity to the team member that what is the work that person is supposed to do. And also for us that where is your work stuck where. So along with team you can also have filter entity wise कि भाई कौन से क्लाइंट का कहाँ तक काम हुआ है. अगर मेरे को कोई भी क्लाइंट का देखना है कि भाई इसका TDS का पेमेंट हुआ है कि नहीं हुआ है, I can simply go over here. Yeah, I can simply go over the search type and know कि भाई इस बंदे का काम, ये वाला जो क्लाइंट है मेरा, इसका काम हुआ है कि नहीं हुआ है. So overdue में I am seeing only GSTR 1 of March month, and this is what is there in upcoming कि अभी उसको GSTR 1 भरना है of next 7 days. If I see all, तो मेरे को पूरे साल के दिख जाएगा डेटा कि मेरे को पूरे साल का दिख जाएगी उसका क्या क्या कंप्लायंस है. ओके, Cool. So there are a lot of other things which are really helpful in Proactly, but this is the basic functionality which helps us over here. I can upload my documents over here. Automatic client, once the work is done, and there is a maker checker system. So once the work is done, it comes to my pen approval. Once I approve, an automatic email goes to the client कि भाई आपका ये वर्क हो गया है, और वो ईमेल में उसके सपोर्टिंग भी चले जाते हैं. तो 3B है तो उसका फाइनल वर्किंग, उसका चलान और उसका एक्नॉलेजमेंट, ये तीनों चीज क्लाइंट पर चली जाती है. और अगर मेरे को फ्यूचर में कभी भी देखना भी है तो आई कैन सी फ्रॉम द सिस्टम के भाई ये महीने में क्या वर्किंग था. आई कैन, इट इज ऑन क्लाउड, आई कैन डाउनलोड. मेरे को क्लाइंट कैन डाउनलोड, क्लाइंट को मांगना नहीं पड़ता है कि भाई कहाँ पे. आई कैन सिंपली टेल हिम आपको ईमेल आया रहेगा, यू कैन प्लीज डाउनलोड इट फ्रॉम देयर. So this was about Proactly, and this is something which we are using for allotment of work. If there are any questions regarding Proactly, I will be happy to address them. Tejaji, can you help me with the questions, because it is very user friendly, because your user has to do very little thing. उसको सिर्फ क्या करना है, उसको देखना है, उसका काम हो गया तो उसको अपडेट करना है कि भाई मेरा ये काम हो गया. That is the only thing that you have to do, that the user have to do. Definitely when you are onboarding it, आपको आपके सारे क्लाइंट्स डालने पड़ेंगे, कौन से क्लाइंट का कौन सा कंप्लायंस है वो डालना पड़ेगा, बट दैट इज अ वन टाइम एक्सरसाइज. इनफैक्ट दिस इज अ ग्रेट टूल to create SOPs if you are not having in your office, to create a structure. Also हमने क्या किया है कि पहले तो we were using only for tracking compliance, हमने तो इंटरनल चेकलिस्ट भी डाल दी है. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि यहाँ पे जितनी जो चीजें हैं उतना ही करना है, उतना ही हम डाल सकते हैं, आप इंटरनल चीजें भी डाल सकते हो. तो मैंने अकाउंटिंग का चेकलिस्ट डाल दिया है कि भाई आपका बैंक रिको हुआ कि नहीं, आपका डेटर्स का कंफर्मेशन आया कि नहीं है, आपका GST का बैलेंस पोर्टल से बुक से मैच हो रहा है कि नहीं हुआ है. तो अगर ये सारी चीजें हो रही है मेरे को, और जो चीज नहीं हुई है मेरे को पता चल जाती है. I think how to set up Proactly is not the agenda of today's topic. I guess you can go to its website and probably request for a demo session. But this has really helped us a lot. I'll just take few questions. Tejaji, can you help me with taking relevant questions if there is anything that I need to address?
So no, I think Jigar, most of the questions are around the software only. So which you already answered, that's better to go to the website and ask for a demo or help from the vendor. Hello?
Yeah. So when you are approving, there is a column, and if you want to reject, there is a column for reason for rejection. As soon as you reject it with your comments, an automatic email goes to your employee. So that is where you can give your reasons why it was rejected. I think other questions regarding Proactly I will not be able to. Yeah. So yeah, correct. So yeah, the Proactly does not have functionality to track number of hours. To be very frank, in our organization, that is not a major criteria. But yeah, there is a different tool which can help you with that. In fact, there is a tool known as Work Pulse. I just put it on chat for everyone. Work Pulse is the name of the tool. Now this tool helps you. This tool automatically tracks amount of time your team member has spent on a particular website. So amount of your time your team member has spent on Tally, amount of time your team member has spent on let us say Excel, amount of time your team member has spent on Facebook. Work Plus automatically tracks that. Clockify is also an option. I'm using something known as TimeEye, which I put the work done by me over there in TimeEye. I have not asked my team members. I'm doing it for myself to see how my time is being spent. So that is also one tool. I'm just putting the name of that tool also. in time people can put amount of time spent by them, clockifies the option as well. So yeah, there are many tools over there for tracking time, etc. Now let me move on to another project management tool, which is Zoho Projects. So along with Proactly, we are using Zoho Projects primarily for taking care of our audits. Now there are specific and there are dedicated audit softwares, and we have discussed about those softwares in our book, Work from Home for Professional Firms. But what happens is that those tools are first of all very expensive. Secondly, that is for very high-end audits. For a private limited company, you might not require that much of functionality, right? So this Zoho Projects is something which can easily use for private limited company, and I'll just briefly take you through the tools over there. Is so what I did was, I just put my checklist which was in Excel, and the whole checklist I just entered over here. तो यहाँ पे मेरा पूरा checklist आ गया है. यहाँ पे task है, sub task है. When someone is starting the work, that person can start the timer also. कि भाई so once he starts the timer, वो automatically track करता है कि भाई उसको कितना time लग रहा है वो particular item पे. You can start day, end day. You can also put in कि भाई ये काम कितने time में होना चाहिए. You can attach documents. You can attach your Google Drive with this. तो आपका जो भी documents है आप Google Drive में documents को save करो और उसका indexation इधर दे दो. So for me, जब भी मेरे को audit check करना है, opening balance के related को document check करने हैं, मेरे को सारे documents इधर आ जाएंगे एक ही जगह पे, but वो saved हो गया Google Drive पे. So for audit, we are finding this very very helpful. In fact, Click जो मैं आपको पहले बताया था, because ये Zoho का product है, मैं इसका Click के साथ direct integration है. So Click में अगर कोई chat आता है, तो मेरे को यहाँ पे chat दिख जाता है. So I don't have to leave the window over here. I can just access the chat over here and talk with someone. अगर मेरे को कुछ communication आया है तो मेरे को pop-up भी मिल जाता है इधर. अगर समझो मेरे को opening balance के बारे में कुछ conversation करना है तो automatically I can open that discussion on Click over here. तो ये मैं चालू करूंगा तो उसके ऊपर डिस्कशन शुरू हो जाएगा. सो या टाइम ट्रैकिंग एक्सेट्रा यहाँ पे है, परसेंटेज ऑफ वर्क डन वगैरह वो सारी चीजें भी है यहाँ पे. सो स्मॉल ऑडिट्स के लिए आई फील दैट दिस इज ऑफ ट्रेमेंडस यूज. आई जस्ट शो यू द डैशबोर्ड जो यहाँ पे दिखता है. सो दिस इज हाउ द डैशबोर्ड लुक्स, राइट? कि भाई इतना नॉट एप्लीकेबल है, इतने काम हो गए, इतने काम अभी पेंडिंग है. यहाँ पे कौन से यूजर ने कितना काम किया है, कहाँ तक का बाकी है, वीकली क्या काम हुआ है वगैरह वगैरह. So there are a lot of tools we are using. In fact, मेरे को I will say I'm using very less. यहाँ पे you can use time डाल सकते हो, billable है, non billable है. No? So great tool to manage your small audits, especially your documentation is taken care of, your checklist is taken care of, your communication regarding the audit. अच्छा, जैसे ही कोई बंदा यहाँ पे कुछ भी अपडेट करता है, I get an automatic email. मेरे को ईमेल मिल जाता है कि इस बंदे ने यहाँ पे ये कमेंट डाला है. एंड या सो पीपल ऑल्सो कैन पुट कमेंट. तो अगर उसको ओपनिंग बैलेंस के रिलेटेड कुछ भी कमेंट डालना है कि सर आप ये कुछ चेक कर लो, तो वहां पे कमेंट डाल देता है, मेरे को ईमेल आ जाता है. सो आई नो कि मेरे को किस चीज के ऊपर क्या एक्शन लेना है. फर्दर यहाँ पे हम ऑलरेडी टैग्स दे सकते हैं, स्टेटस का टैग दे सकते हैं कि भाई कौन सा टास्क ओपन है, कौन से टास्क क्लोज्ड है, कौन सा टास्क WIP में है. तो ये आप अपने हिसाब से क्रिएट कर सकते हो. जैसे ओपन और क्लोज इज बाय डिफॉल्ट. व्हाट वी हैव क्रिएटेड इज WIP, नीड हेल्प, नॉट एप्लीकेबल एंड क्लाइंट पेंडिंग. तो अगर कुछ चीजें जो क्लाइंट पेंडिंग की वजह से, तो वो इधर मार्क कर लेगा. तो जब भी मैं डैशबोर्ड पे आऊंगा, आई कैन सी कि भाई ये वाले जो चीजें वो क्लाइंट की वजह से रुकी हुई है, एंड आई माइट हैव टू टेक सम एक्शन ओवर हियर. सो वंस अगेन ग्रेट टूल फॉर मैनेजिंग योर टास्क एंड एनीथिंग. एनी क्वेश्चंस ऑन प्रोजेक्ट्स और Proactly और टीम मैनेजमेंट?
Members can also raise hands if they want to ask anything.
So I guess Zoho Projects is a great tool for audit checklist. I have not used Simplify Practice, so I am not aware about it. We will be sharing the book. Mukund ji, I would highly recommend कि आप CTC की website पे जाइए ctconline.org and you can download the book over there. This is the book. It has all the things that we are discussing right now. Uh, yeah. So now I'll move on to the next aspect. I guess Tally. Now Tally is something which everyone is struggling to access to because your data is in your office and you want to access Tally over here. So there are three ways that there may be many ways. There are three ways that I know and which we are going to use in our firm. Presently, first of all, Tally has an inbuilt option of connecting through internet. Yeah, I've done.
Yeah. Hello everyone from Roha. It is my dream project that one is operating from wherever he wants to operate in life, which I was kind of talking about and thinking with everyone, including my colleagues at the different IT forums that I'm connected, and of course my office partners and team members. This is going to become a reality with COVID-19 coming in, and this is kind of transforming the mindset of the fellow chartered accountants to a great extent. I am glad to be part of this wave for a while by educating and helping the members of the community at large, as well as my own firm for a while. So I would kind of focus on a different aspect this time, as Jigar is focusing on the software and networking and hardware aspects. Having said that, I am happy to be part of the panel to help you with the answers if there are any queries pertinent to the points that I take up or otherwise. So I think I will share a short screen with you. This is one thing that can be of great value. So because then there can be a flow of discussion that we can take over. So are you able to see the screen, Seema ji? Hello?
No, Mitesh, no.
No, screen is not shared.
Screen is not.
Your still photo is appearing.
Achha, 1 second.
Yes, now visible.
Are you able to see the word team?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so today's focus is the word team, which is very core of functioning from work from home. One was the applications that we have taken up. That was one very important dimension. And the other important dimension is a team. Now the survey that we ran through while we did this work on the book was with around 300 plus firms and 30 plus cities were covered while we did the survey, and we could find out that the one of the biggest concern, or if you can call it as a single concern, that is coming in people's mind is trust with the team and whether the team will perform as they want them to perform when they are working from home. And there are 4 points that come while we talk about the trust factor. The one is the control, other is time-based performance measurement, means how many hours one puts in is equal to how good he is at work. That is, hard work is equal to good work. Uh, Another is, third is supervision. That is, if you want to run an organization, you need to supervise or monitor the activities of people on day-to-day basis. And fourth is reporting, and you want to have regular reporting of your team. So I think these are the four factors which were quite clear while we were talking about the thing called as team. Okay, and then we decided that it is very critical to write this topic in the book as well as cover it wherever we talk about work from home, because given the availability of apps, given the availability of technology, it is very, very important that there is also a thought process behind the team to make it operative and worthwhile while they are working from home. Because I think if people don't have right intentions, they generate a lot of excuses. And if people have right intentions, that is, our team has right intentions, they will generate a lot of alternatives or ideas. So what we want them to do is very important. Do we want them to generate excuses for not doing certain things, or we want them to generate ideas? So when we looked at all these four aspects, that is control, time based measurement, survey, supervision, and reporting, we thought that all these four need to be unlearned by our fellow chartered accountants in the current scenario, and new things needs to be learned against the control. New thing has to be learned against the time measurement of performance. New aspects have to be learned with respect to replacement of supervision. New angle has to be looked at while we are talking about control reporting. So what are those new aspects or new angles that have to be evolved by our fellow team members while they are talking about all these aspects, is what I am going to briefly talk about in this session. This is going to be very, very quick and brief because we want to focus on questions. So feel free to ask questions with respect to different issues that you are facing. So we jump on to first aspect, that is the control aspect, and what is the good way to make the control stand upside down or do Sirsasana of control. I would put it this way, that there are three aspects. First aspect is train. So can we replace controlling by training? We have got a very bad habit of dealing with people on day-to-day basis, or being very transactional in nature. Can we change our mind from becoming very transactional in nature to becoming very training in nature and very mentoring in nature and very trusting in nature? Is the question that we need to ask ourselves, because that will actually help us make people very, very independent from ourselves and allow them to be motivated to work from wherever they are, be it in be it at their home or be it at anywhere, any place they want to be there, right? So that is very, very important. So I think training is going to become a big important word that needs to be replacing the word control. Training is a very important word which will replace the word monitoring or lot of supervision. So I think the people need to, or our colleagues, professional colleagues, need to prepare a detailed training calendar for at least 3 months time and run those trainings on regular interval from whatever Zoho or Skype or whatever video conferencing tool that suits everyone. The second very important aspect is to build a relationship of a mentor instead of building a relationship of a boss. So can we replace the controlling boss to become a mentor who is helping the team or a particular team member to grow or fast track his career, instead of saying that I don't want to increase your salary, or I don't want you to grow but to remain my butler for the entire life. So can we unlearn controlling and become, can we unlearn bossing and become mentors, is the another very important aspect that has come in my mind. And the third very important aspect is, so in mentoring, I would recommend doing lot of sessions one on one with people whom we feel are the next generation leaders and who can become and run the organization like what we are doing or you are doing. So a lot of this training is required to be departed in the form of a mentor or a thought leader and help our team members to become mentors. This is relevant for smaller organizations also, because I remember my journey when we were 5 people, and this journey has brought us to, as of now, say around 80 people. So there is a lot of learning that has gone in, and from 5 people team onwards we started creating the mentorship model, wherein we had one-on-one discussions, overnight meetings, talks with various senior people who we felt senior at that point in time, and groom them to become leaders of today and tomorrow, of course. So I think that is very relevant. And third is, can we become a very, very trust oriented company instead of very, very control oriented company, wherein we say that we work with people who are having very high ethical standards and we continue to trust them. So trust is like our dharma, and we follow that dharma without worrying about the consequences, and we continue to develop that model of trust over and over and over again, so that it evolves into a full-fledged model where there is no need of control. So that is another third important thing that I feel can be a great replacement to control. Then we'll go to the next very important point, that is time is actually replacing, is the biggest point that we consider. So we used to think, or even now many of our colleagues used to think, are used to thinking that they respect people or judge the capability or performance of those people with the help of number of hours that they spend at the firm. So a person who is completing all his work as per the due date and going home in time is respected less than a person who stays late in the night and works very hard and looks drained out in front of the boss, and shows off that he is coming very early and leaving very late, is respected more than that person. So our mindset is, the harder one works, the better he is or she is. So can we replace time with the help of results, wherein we say that what is the result that is getting achieved? Can we measure everything with results instead of time, and just do away with the time, because that is a bigger concern that we always run with? Can we replace time with results and value? And what do I mean by results is maybe creating measurements or KPIs like number of returns to be filed, number of audits that are required to be completed, number of revenue that is clocked or booked by a particular team. I'm just giving some examples, and you can create your own measures for different people, which you call it as results. So it is very, very important that the firm or the proprietor or the partner sit together and agree on a policy as to how we will judge our people on, what we will judge our people on. Because I have found people or proprietors or partners judging their seniors by results, and once the person is over and completing the results, people start worrying about time. And reverse is also true, wherein we worry about time to start with, and when people start over acting on the time, we start asking them questions about results. So we should be very clear as to what we want to choose upon the another, and evolve that model to a great extent, create various result models, and it can also be called in the corporate jargon as KPI, that is key performance indicators. If you build those key performance indicators at each level of hierarchy in the organization, then work from home or working from anywhere becomes very, very easy, and people also feel free and perform in a better mood and better mindset. So I think that is one thing. Time based model of judging people instead of result based model of judging people becomes very critical and significant for us to pick it up. Another very important thing that I feel is important to replace the time is the planning. I think as a senior person in the firm, be it a partner or a proprietor, we all just need to think that are we planning adequately. Most of the time when asked this question, the answer is no. When there is any lack of performance or any issue with respect to meeting any particular due date, we start wondering what went wrong. And we should wonder, the first point that we should be wondering about is whether we did planning properly. Most of the time I found that the result starts failing, or the achievement starts looking bleak from the start when we find that people are not planning. So I think as a senior, I have found the proprietors and the partners busy with the routine and running around like very, very hard all the time, and they don't find time to do one thing, that is planning. And my point is, if you are not planning, you will never find time, and if you don't have time, you will not plan. So it is like a vicious circle. So I think we need to cut this vicious circle into becoming a planning organization instead of a timing organization. And we should understand one very critical thing as partners, proprietors, and I guess all who have joined today's program are partners or proprietors, is that we all need to find time to plan. Otherwise we will critically fail in delivery, and we will not have time and we will not plan. So that is, I think, very, very important angle or aspect that I feel work from home will be supported with. And if the proprietor and the partner spends time on learning, planning, they can become a great administrators to manage the situations like this and handle work from home in a better way. Third important thing is supervision. Can we make Shirshasana of supervision? That is, can we see the supervision upside down? Can we replace the word supervision on day-to-day vocabulary and make people more free and independent to work? What are the certain words that can take over the supervision? First is again train, and I would give here the training into three parts. First is technical training, that is our GST or income tax, direct tax, audits, IT returns, whatnot, FEMA, corporate law, all those are technical trainings. The other very important thing is in technical training, that as a tip I want to share is can we guide, train, mentor each of our team members, be it a very small person that is an article to a very senior person, to take up one area of specialization or interest that he or she likes and help him with sponsoring certificate courses, programs, seminars, workshops on that particular area, and make him or her a master in that area, make him or her a champion in that area, and create a great interest in that area for him or her. This will add a lot of value to the firm. We have been doing this for a while, and it has reaped great fruits as far as the team development is concerned. Another very important thing is technological training. This was not part of our training for a while. We always thought that technology is not required to be learned. Just 1 second, just hold on. Yeah, so we always thought that technology is not required to be trained because we are all chartered accountants and we don't need to know technology. That is not our core area. But if you look at today's need, Dinesh ji, are you able to see my screen again?
Yes, Mitesh, clear, yeah.
So it is becoming very significant part of training now. For example, we ran training on Excel in last 6 months at least thrice. We ran training on the office management tool. We ran training on how to use messaging tool. We ran training on how to prepare presentations and so on. Because we feel that it is very, very significant part of delivery, and missing the skills on technology is no choice now. So that is another. Third is the training on soft skills, which is equally important because we are delivering to clients who expect a lot from a chartered accountant. So being training on soft skills is the third area of training that is important in my view. Let's go to the next point, that is the work pipeline. Can we replace the supervision with a work pipeline? Can we give people clear pipeline? Like Jigar was talking about, he was telling that people need to be asked daily, "Aaj tere haath mein kya hai?" So that needs to be removed completely by giving clear pipeline to people to work on. Like telling them these many returns you need to file, or these many activities you need to finish at the start of a period or a year or a quarter or a month or so on. And can we plan at a pipeline level? Can we create a clear cut thought process on what all one will do, how one will do that, what all equipment or what all training or what all stuff will this guy need to handle it, and how he will report back to the senior or myself, what pipeline he is working on, and give him full free hand to work on instead of asking him daily. I have done this for umpteen number of times, and believe me, I was worried. Like we are worried when we fall into a swimming pool first time, and we feel that we will, definitely sink. Or when we start running, learning a bicycle, we feel that how can one run on two wheels? But I think work pipeline and job descriptions are such two wheels that once you start running on those two wheels, you will feel a lot more independent than today. I was giving an anecdote of a thief which is caught by a cop, and the cop always feels more confident than a thief and thinks that I have caught the thief. But the point is completely wrong. So when a cop told me that I have caught a thief and thief is under my control now, if I don't allow him, he cannot go. I asked him one simple thing. if the bedi or the hatkadi that you have put on the cop, if that is cut and the thief start running, where will you go? So he said, I will go behind the thief. So I said that then thief is controlling you, you are not controlling the thief. So similarly, we feel that we are controlling the staff, but actually staff is controlling us. So I think these are two very, very important what you call wheels of a bicycle, which you fear to use or drive on when you start driving for the first time. But once you learn driving, you are independent, free, enjoying your yourself in a open sky. So I think these are two very, very important things. Job description and the pipeline, if developed properly, can replace the word called as supervision from your organization. Last point that can replace the word supervision is collaboration. So can we say that we will create an atmosphere of collaboration between the team wherein everyone is working cohesively, everyone has a knowledge exchange between each other, everyone works like a team. I have seen many CA firms, including ours at the initial phase, that we used to monitor all 10 or 15 people who were part of our team personally, one-on-one. So each one was reporting to the partner. It was becoming a big mess, big headache for the partner in the morning. And till 3 in the afternoon, he was just trying to make everyone engaged and busy by solving their day-to-day issues. And he should, after drinking the afternoon cup of tea, he should feel a bit relaxed and start his own work. Then I asked myself this question as a proprietor or a partner of a firm, that am I made to supervise? Am I made to control? Or I am made to share my technical knowledge? Or am I made to consult? Or am I made to help the clients improve their sales or profitability or reduce their cost? Or I am made to supervise this team full time? So the answer that popped in my mind was, I am made to be technical. I am made to train team members. I am made to help the clients. I am made to consult. I am made to develop new ideas. I am made to be innovative about giving solutions to my client. I am made to save clients some taxes. I am not made to collaborate. Why should I spend 90% or 80% of time just helping settle with the people and supervise so many people at a time? So then the another question came, when I am 80 people team, will I be able to manage all 80 myself? The answer is no. So is this interest or inclination to control and supervise killing my developments or killing my scalability? The answer came yes. So I said, what is the solution? I said, is the solution supervision, control? The answer came to be no. What is the solution that came in my mind was collaborate, collaborate, collaborate. And I started telling everyone that it is very, very important to collaborate. I completely replaced the word called as employees. I completely replaced the word called as staff or staff. And I started calling everyone team members, and I said, we are all working together. We are part of one team. Can we collaborate and work together? Can we make 1 + 1 = 11? And I started getting a lot of vibrant answers or resonance from the team. So the point that came in my mind is to collaborate. Apart from all other aspects, there is one more very important aspect, which is called as engage. So if you want to collaborate, you need to engage. And engagement is a super important aspect of work from home, because people in our survey told that how will we continue to build the culture? How will we continue to help people think like one organization, one team, one group of people who are working for one objective? So how will we set that right? And we started deliberating on that a lot. And I think we came out with a lot of ideas, creating an engagement calendar. Engagement calendar means a calendar which will help us, do activities other than training, like once in a year kind of a picnic. Of course, you are working from home, but people can go together for a picnic. And we started doing picnics since last 8 years. It has yielded tremendous dividends. Many people think that picnic is waste of money, waste of resources. Just keeping people happy is not what we are here for. I have not heard about picnic in any CA discussions or deliberations for almost 20 years, 15 years. I am listening to many CA firms, and we build a very unique template for picnic. We help people to do different types of activities in the picnic, took them to different interesting places, made it very knowledgeable to go to picnics apart from enjoyable. We did do Diwali celebration, Holi celebration. One cute thing that we did, and I learned this from the Guru Prasad of Guru and Jana, that in this lockdown, we did a Zoom call with all 80 people, went to their homes, played housey with them, shared gifts with them online, gave hugs to their kids through Zoom, bowed down to their parents who met us on the Zoom. And this was not possible for us to do in 30 days. We did it in 3 hours. So we met everyone personally. It was amazing experience for entire staff to, welcome us in their home, meet them personally, engage with them, and we gave gifts to the best parent. We gave a gift to a best kid. We gave gift to a best performer online, and so on. So it was amazing activity that we did, and you all can do such activities. So certain things which are possible online were never possible offline. And yeah, so these are certain things that I would want to share. Lastly, reporting. I think reporting is the biggest issue in most organizations. The biggest myth with reporting is everyone wants reporting, but no one wants to define reporting. They don't want to tell what other needs to report. They don't want to tell what they want to be reported for. They change their standards daily. So I would request that we arrive at a planned or structured model of reporting, which will replace the word of reporting. Two things can replace. First is great organization structure. Many people say that in 10 people firm, can there be an organization structure? And partner is controlling everything. My answer is yes. The senior articles can take care of the junior articles, and junior articles can take care of the further junior articles. And there is a layer of employees who are always there. In our team also, there were certain employees who are like very old people with the firm for 10-15 years. They can continue to mentor everyone in the organization. So what is wrong in creating an organization structure, be it a small one? The ideal size of reporting that we did on our survey and found out is 5 to 6 people can report to one person. There cannot be more than 5 to 6 people who should be reporting to one person. There is impossible chance of working from home effectively if you have 10 or 15 or 20 people reporting to you. So organization structure is a very important aspect which can replace the reporting headache from one partner or one proprietor and divide it into various people and allow your organization to scale to the next level. So I think first is create clear models of reporting inside your organization with the help of organization structure. And you have to decide the structure. It is a bold step, but take this step. Make someone supervisor, make someone manager, make someone assistant manager, senior manager, and so on. Be just names. There is no weightage to the names. No problem. Start with it. Play like we were playing, when we were a child, we used to play, act like parents. One used to become mother and another used to become father. And there used to be someone small who used to become their kid. So it is just like that. So when you are a small organization, you always feel that आप गरगत्ता खेल रहे हैं. Problem नहीं है. Start करो. But it will help you evolve at a good organization structure over a period of time. Take a chance with your team. Allow them to call themselves seniors and see the miracle that happens. Lastly, I think create periodical review mechanism wherein what you want to review you define in a matrix in an Excel format and tell people to report to you on regular basis, be it weekly. I would recommend no daily reporting. for senior partners and proprietors, there should be periodical reviews, that is reporting on weekly or monthly or quarterly basis. Best companies operate when people report to the partners only on quarterly basis, but it is okay. You can be reported on weekly basis to start with, then slowly monthly, then slowly you can go to quarterly or yearly reporting models as you feel more comfortable about swimming or cycling. You like cycling more and more. So to start with, you lift your feet for few minutes, and then you can lift your feet for more time. So periodical review can replace reporting. And in periodical review, two very important things that I wanted to tell you. First is milestones. So give people clear milestones to achieve in next 3 months or next 1 week or next 1 month before they come back to you, and give them a thought process that they need to create someone similar to themselves over a period of time, all the time. So this should be the what you call key performance indicator for everyone, that everyone finds one replacement for himself or herself. Because in the organizations where people are working from home, it will become more fragile and easy for people to go away and join new organizations and start their own companies and so on. So succession planning is very, very important for each person in the organization, including the partner and the proprietor. So continuous monitoring, periodical review on who is going to take over this job if this guy goes or this girl goes is very, very important. And that KPI has to be with that person itself who is running that activity. He should know from day one that he has to create a replacement. Maybe you can tell him that or her that if you create a replacement, you go up in the ladder, and it is very critical for one to go up in the ladder. So it is significantly important that you create a good replacement for yourself. So I think these are the few things that I wanted to share as far as the team angle of the work from home is concerned. I think this is a snapshot of what I have tried to cover. You can take a screenshot if you want from this, and if you want, in the book we have covered all these angles about the team. You can feel free to refer to the book which Seema will already share with you, and feel free to ask me any questions. With this, I would like to thank the conveners of the this meeting, Seema and other team members. Of course, Manish Kadia is our long-standing colleague, and he spoke about me as well in his discussion. So yeah, so it was a very long-standing endeavor to stay back in Roha for 1.5 to 2 months, which I made it happen this time. Spend time with my cows at my farm and enjoy the nature while I am working hard. It is only practically possible with work from home. So I think I am loving this model of work from home a lot, and I will continue to uphold these ideas of technology and what you call self development mechanism for every colleague in this forum and otherwise all chartered accountants. So yeah, so thank you. Over to you, Seema.
Yes, thank you, Nitesh. Members are requested to raise their hands so that their queries can be answered. Hello, Anubhav Shetty, you can ask the query.
Yes, madam. This was a very good deliberation, and we need all the chartered accountants to start work from home. Somebody asked about the cost of operating from a work from home. If somebody can who has not started, somebody can brief about the cost of operating doing work from home for a small firm, maybe of 10 people.
Sure. So, Seema, should I answer this question?
Yes, sure.
Okay. So, I'll talk about the book, which, CTC has published, and Seema has already, shared it with all of you. So here is a book, and I mean, before answering the question, first I would like to talk about how do you read this book. So one very simple method is, my screen is visible, I hope. Seema ji, my screen is
Yes,
visible.
yes, screen is visible.
Right. So one very obvious method is to download the PDF file and read it, which I think quite a few people already shared on the group also. But what I would advise you is to download EPUB file. Now, EPUB file is a very excellent way of reading a book, but you need some app. So if you're using Android phone, you need to download this app, Gitden Reader. On iPhone or Mac, there's an inbuilt app called iBooks, and for Windows or PC, you have to download Calibre. Now, very quickly, I'll show you what is the advantage. So when you're reading this book on EPUB format, one is it's very easy to navigate it. Correct? You can search, you can find. The best part I tell you is you can reflow the text. Okay. Now, when I'm increasing the font, you see the page is automatically adjusting, which is not possible in PDF. Okay. So excellent reading experience. You can highlight a text, you can find a text, you can search a text, you can make notes. And the best part I tell you, you can convert it into an audio book. So the Gitden Reader, the app which we have recommended, it has a text to audio feature also. So when you are free, you can just listen to the book, rather than reading it. So that is my first recommendation. Please try EPUB. You can go to the link which is shared with you by Seema ji and download the EPUB version. See, the book is intensive effort carried out by 4 authors, and it is not just our own experience that we have shared. It's a collective experience. So we have spoken to 39 CAs across 14 cities, and we have done online survey of 304 chartered accountants. It gives very good insights, and one question which everybody asks is, what is the cost? Okay, so this is a sample of approximately costs which you have to incur. We are given 2 examples. One is for a firm of 5 members and one is for a firm of 10 members. Okay, I leave it on you to read it, but what I do is I quickly cover this 10 member part. Okay, one is the cost of laptop. So in the book recommends that rather than buying desktop, you should buy laptops. And laptop also, you should buy business laptops rather than personal laptops, for various advantages which are mentioned in the book. Second thing you need is a Geo5 router, which you can give it to each of your employee, and then you need a Geo5 plan. Okay. One thing which we recommend is a network access storage, a NAS drive which costs around 30,000 rupees. It can be less also, it can be 16,000, 15,000, 80,000. We are given the average price. So a NAS drive is something which is connected to the internet. You can leave it on for years together. I talked to one CA who has not switched it off for 4 years. So in his office, this network drive is on and all the staff members are able to access it. So this is very good tool to use for accessing the files. Of course, you cannot use the software. For using the software, I highly recommend going for a virtual private server. So virtual private server is something which you need to talk to your hardware vendor or your cloud service vendor. And we actually have a quotation which says that for about 3,450 rupees per month, 5 users can access 100 GB of data. You can install your Tally, you can install your text filing software, 1 or 2, whatever you're using. So that is what we found out in our survey, that a typical chartered accountant firm of to 10 people would be using Tally for accounting, for auditing, and they'll be using Spectrum, KDK, or some 2-3 tools for various filing purposes. All that can be installed on this virtual private server, and then anybody can access it from home or remotely. And it is your own server. So somebody asked a question about security and confidentiality. It's your own server. The way you have your server at your office, and there are problems during lockdown because you have to keep it on. The internet has to be on. If somebody is not going to the office, then there are problems. It may heat up, it may switch off. I talked to Manishi and he mentioned that, their server got switched off once and it had to be restarted. So those are the issues of maintaining hardware. So rather than doing that, you can go for a virtual private server, very nominal cost. It can be less also. This is just indicative price. And one more thing, it costs less than a cup of coffee. You can go for Microsoft Business 365 license. Okay, it gives you the latest version of all Microsoft Office tools online, and more than that, it gives you 1 TB space free. Okay, so just 125 rupees per month per user. If you are 3, 4, 5 people, you can definitely go for this. So this is one example which I wanted to mention. So today, whatever Mitesh and Jigar covered is, I would say, just a trailer. The main picture is a book. Highly recommend. Please download it in EPUB format and read it on your mobile phone or on your laptop also. So this is about the book. Yeah, we can take a question.
One more question. Yeah, one more question from Atul Jain. Atul Jain, you can ask the question.
You have to unmute me. Jinesh, I want, which clouds do you recommend for a team size of around 200 people? Which cloud? There are so many versions, so we are unable to decide which cloud should we go for it.
Yeah, so this is one question which obviously I cannot answer here. It requires a lot of facts to be gathered, before we decide on it. So yeah, I mean, we can get on a separate call to discuss this, because ideally, we thought, and in our survey also we found out that 75% of our audience is having a team size of less than 10. So the question that I answered was 3450 is up to that size. Yeah, but for a larger firm, obviously a different solution will be required. So one Mr. Nilesh, he has mentioned that need to have technological upgradation like hardware configuration. Yeah, absolutely, So in the book, we have recommended that rather than going for a personal laptop, you should go for a business laptop. So this is one example of going for the technological upgradation. A lot of people are asking for book download. So the link has been shared on the chat and also on the WhatsApp group by Nidhi by Seema ji. Jigar, can you hear me? Mitesh?
Yes, Dinesh, you are quite audible. There is no
My
problem.
question to Mitesh was, we had invited one speaker to share his experience, Mr. Srinivas. Is he there on the call? Okay, Shetty Saab is writing, very useful session. Thank you. So if there are no questions, I would like, I had noted down 2-3 points which I wanted to share with all of you. So one was what Jigar mentioned about Proactly is just one software. There are many practice management software available. I would advise you to try them, and it's good to have one practice management software in your organization. It improves your efficiency multiple times. Also, one thing which we all must understand is that deciding on a software is only 10% of the effort. 90% effort goes in implementing it and continue to use it. So that's a challenge which the firm has to accept. And no tool will be able to give you 100% of what you want. So any standard tool will give you maybe 80%, 90%. So the challenge lies in looking at what is that 80% that you want and use that. One thing which Manish mentioned, I would like to repeat, is that even when the lockdown is released, going to office is not going to be the same experience, because there will be guidelines about the social distancing. And I have noticed that most of the CA offices are small, and the distance between two people working is, almost negligible. So even if the office starts working, resuming again, you need more space, or you need to reduce the number of people coming to your office. And of course, there'll be other things like masks and then sanitizers and fumigation. So resuming office post-COVID is going to be more challenging, and partly you will have to really make your staff work from home, and more so because just think if they'll be traveling by public commute, by local trains or metro or buses, there are challenges. So it's going to work from home is going to be there for quite some time, maybe a year or so, So that was one thing. Yeah, one thing what I wanted to mention was, yeah,
Thank you, Dinesh ji.
yeah.
Sharing your views. I now request, I think three speakers have done a very good job actually. And I request now CA Pinky Kedia to present a hearty vote of thanks to all the three speakers.
Yeah, thank you, Seema. Thank you, Seema, to give me this opportunity to give thanks to Dinesh Tejwani ji, Mitesh and Jigar of today's speaker. It's always pleasure to hear Dinesh ji and Mitesh. Absolutely, Jigar is new for me, but he's also too good. And he thought he learned us many things which we SME practitioner didn't know, like how we can track of our work done by our staff, our article, and how can allocate work. Actually, say Mitesh is saying right. Up to till 2 or 3, we are busy in only coordinating with staff what they can do, what they have to do in the day, and after that our work starts. So it's a good advice by the Mitesh that how we can organize ourselves first, then we can organize our office. So first we have to do this. So it's a very good. It was very good session, and all the participants also appreciated that, and it's a good crowd attached to this webinar today. So it's a great effort of Seema, Chintan, and Krishna ji for this webinar, and thanks all participants also, and all the team of moderator and speakers who taught us so many things to do business in this scenario very effectively. And we have to change ourselves. As Dinesh ji said, after opening the lockdown, it will be more challenging than today. Because at that time you didn't know that who will not know who will come with virus, and how you can afford these things in your office, how you can allow all the people in your office. This will be more challenging. So better we should take care, we should plan accordingly. And thanks again all the organization, all the participants, and all the speakers and moderators. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
Pinky.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we are concluding the session. Thank you again, Dinesh ji, Mitesh ji, and Jigar ji. Thanks for sharing your knowledge.
Thank you, Seema ji. Thank you. Thank you. See you, everyone.
See you.